My able assistant and I are working on a a quad runner, four-wheel drive, early 90s Suzuki. It's got about 18,000 and some kilometers on it. 18,824. I put rings in it about a year or so ago. Runs like a top yet. I've tried to take care of this thing in the time that I've had it. And so I had a problem with the CV boot where the boot is ripped. And I've got that more or less changed out here. So I've got everything cleaned. This has been taken off, of course, to get this this collar out. And I've got the balls are clean. I'm going to put those back in. There's going to be a package of grease that comes with the package of the kit, and this that will go in there. We'll put this in with the balls. And then we'll put this snap ring on to hold it in. The kit comes with a small and large clamp. And I don't know if you can see that through the package. There's a little spot there, and this is the proper tool that you don't really need. Side cutters will do it if you got room. But this particular type of pliers will squeeze on that part there and squeeze the boot tight after you've placed it by hand. A real good thing to have is one of these grease needles. This little critter here is able to get into these rubber boots that are supposedly lifetime, and you're able to put a little bit of grease into them. In this case here, I've got it apart, so I should be able to take the washer off of this bottom ball joint here, and I should be able to put the needle in next to the shaft and squirt some grease into there, because otherwise that thing has been more or less dry since new. And so I greased these a couple of years ago. They're going to get another shot on the other side too. If it's together, I have no qualms about sticking the grease needle into the boot somewhere, maybe on the back side out of the wind, and just poking some grease right into there, and the rubber seems to close over it. I'm not concerned about the grade or the type of grease and what it's mixing with, because military specifications call for it to be all compatible anyway. If they're invading your country, they want to be able to grab a grease tube somewhere and fix their tank. And anyway, so good method of practice. I've got this hanging here, but it's not, the weight is not hanging on the brake hose. It's just easier on the hose if you don't have the calipers and stuff, whatever, on any vehicle hanging on that. So there's another boot here, and that will be for the steering. And there's also one in there. And although these were done a couple of years ago, I'm going to give them everything another shot while I've got access. So once I put the put that all together, there's a large nut that holds this to the outside, and it's pretty well straightforward work. If you look at it, you'll be able to see how stuff comes apart once the lock nuts come out of different things here. Then these pins easily come out on these models and makes. Anyway, so there it is. Get yourself a grease needle and a box of paper towel, and this particular one, the inner boot, is a Kimpex 058700. Works on this here. I didn't find the life of the last one was all that great, but I may have caught a branch somewhere with it. And it's a good time to look around, maybe lube some linkage that you can get at it. Take your air compressor, clean out the hydraulic radiator, the engine oil rad there. Blow that out so it's breathing good. And watch for stuff that's wearing out. I found a problem here that I didn't know I had. I don't know if you can see this display. I'm not sure if that's showing up or not. But that there, I have to address that problem. Because it's just got more play than it should have there. So maybe just a matter of tightening that. Anyway, that's about it for this thing. We'll have her on the road soon and go for a little cruise.